Our next film is named Savage Nights, and in the César Awards, which are the French equivalent of the Oscars, it was named the year's best film with the best performance by an actress. The movie tells the story of a filmmaker with AIDS who nevertheless continues to sleep with both men and women and sometimes deliberately does not use safe sex. The story is all the more dramatic because the movie is based on a book by Siskel Ebert, that's him in this scene, who wrote the movie, directed it, starred in it, and died of AIDS just 4 days before all those awards were handed out to his film. Here the character reveals to his girlfriend that he has slept with her even after he knew that he was HIV positive.
Tu m'as rien dit. Mais tu te rends compte? On a fait l'amour et tu m'as rien dit.
That's Romaine Boringer as the girlfriend. She was very good earlier this year in a film called The Accompanist. Later, she confronts the man she suspects may be her lover's boyfriend.
Tu comptes rester longtemps ici?
Je sais pas encore.
Moi, je crois que tu vas pas rester longtemps.
C'est vrai?
Ouais.
Comment tu sais?
The film moves knowledgeably through the night scenes in Paris, showing a central character trying to forget about his disease through a life of non-stop activity.
T'es incapable de m'aimer. Incapable de m'aimer. Tu préfères cette petite pute. Mais si tu te voyais, t'es ridicule, t'es minable.
The energy level in Savage Nights is compelling, and its view of the Parisian night world is interesting, but I felt the movie never really knew what it wanted to say. I wonder if Collard himself really believed, for example, as his character says, that if you love someone, they can't get AIDS from you. That is very dangerous information. Savage Nights is an unsatisfying and basically immature film that raises questions it apparently doesn't know how to answer.
I felt it was unsatisfying too, although I'm sure you can legitimately write a character like that and not subscribe to what the character is believing. But I thought it was a very talky picture. You know, and I think that there were a lot of statements. The only way I can account for the success it may have had in France in the awards is that France really lags behind this public discussion, lags behind the United States in public discussion of AIDS. And when this film came out, maybe this was the first one, and so it was overpraised.
Well, there's a tendency in France for them to believe that it's an overblown American hysteria, and I know that might have fed into this a little bit. You know, ordinarily you would say, yes, he's making a movie about a character like this, but when the movie is based on his own autobiographical novel, when he wrote it, directed it, when it's his story, and when he's playing the lead, then you have to wonder exactly what he does believe.
Well, he was in denial.
Yes,
I mean, very clearly he was in denial, and frankly, the lives were sort of aimless without AIDS being brought into it. AIDS at least causes some final discussion. Remember, the male lover says, well, we've never talked this way before.